Ready, ready. 10 logo.
No game on this defense, no game.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Off-play action. McLaughlin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Ito Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Looking to throw on second down. McLaughlin. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll toss it to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, it's Smith. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on third and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Go!
On 4th down, McLaughlin. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Conley. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Conley, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Matchbox right.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Airing it out, looking for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st down, it's Smith, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. McLaughlin. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off play action, McLaughlin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Come.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check.
On 4th down, McLaughlin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Lutz with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. McLaughlin looking deep and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Back to throw. McLaughlin. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On the draw, this is Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Conley. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And it's caught. Beckham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
61, matchbox, lights.
Back to throw. McLaughlin. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Try to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Conley. He finds his target. Beckham. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Conley. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by OBJ. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fournette running out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 10.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 79 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll buy some time right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw on 3rd down. McLaughlin, he's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Another try for Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Here we go. Go to base. Come on, come on.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try and run with their fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.